I'm going to be honest. The topic today is something that I find depressing as hell, that it's a common YouTube search term. It's something people are looking for. I find this depressing, and it's not a video I want to have to make, but people are looking it up. This is what people want to know. And this is where we are at as a society. This is how cucked modern men are, how we've been taught to be petrified of talking to a girl, how we think, you're going to get me too just for saying hello. That's where we've gotten to, because the topic is what to do when a girl looks at you. You know what the answer is? Go talk to her. Now, that's an oversimplification, obviously. The truth is, she might be looking at you for any number of reasons, but there's a very good chance that if your intuition says, I think she might be checking me out, she might be checking me out. We have, through millions of years of evolution, an instinct to be able to pick up on those cues. Now, we learn through social conditioning to rationalize ourselves out of it, to convince ourselves they're not really interested, to get in our own way. But if even a part of you says she's into you, go for it. And here's the thing. There's a very real chance that you were wrong. That will happen sometimes. Or maybe you approach in a way, you talk to her in a way where she was interested and she's like, I don't like this. And she loses interest right away. That can happen. But so what? Because there's also a very high chance that if a girl looks at you and there's a part of you that thinks she's interested, there's a very high chance that she is interested. There's a good chance that this is a girl you're going to end up getting a date with, you're going to end up hooking up with. And every time you go for it, even if you get rejected, you're building confidence. Going forward and getting rejected, it's not like a part of your soul dies. It's not like you have one less approach, like one less life in a video game, and you're running out. And the situation has gotten worse. No, what happens is that you realize the rejection wasn't a big deal like you thought it would be. Most of the time, they're even very polite about it. Oh, thank you so much, but I have a boyfriend. Most of the time, that's the kind of response you get. Not a big deal, not the end of the world, and you actually get over your ego a little bit more. That's what happens. You get over your ego, this little voice in your head that says, oh, bad things are going to happen. I shouldn't put myself out there. Toxic masculinity, blah, 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 blah. All that bullshit that gets inundated into our minds, you let go of it a little bit more, and you become the kind of man that does what he wants to do, even if he feels resistance. You become someone who has developed courage. And that will make you more attractive to the next girl that you approach. Worst thing that can happen is she says sorry. Or actually, the worst thing that can happen is she says fuck off. Okay, so what? It still actually benefits you. It makes you a stronger man. It makes you less of a bitch. Now, if you're relying on waiting for girls to give you eye contact and you won't talk to anyone without that, you're also being a bitch. But when you get those opportunities, take them, and you'll be surprised how often they lead to something great. How often the girl is grateful that you approached. Now, if you're someone who felt the need to click on this video because you're like, yeah, I don't know what to do when a girl looks at me. I don't go for it. Maybe she was into me, and that related to you, and that's why you felt the need to click on this video. The easiest way to get out of that mentality of analysis paralysis, of overthinking, of waiting for permission, and not taking control of your dating life, the easiest way to get over that is with in-person coaching. An online course can help. A video can help, but they can't do what in-person coaching can, which is give you real accountability and real leverage to where you have no choice but to take action, and to where you're getting feedback from someone who's helped hundreds of guys in person, who knows exactly what every mistake looks like that you might be making and how to fix it. Because it's very common that a guy who I take onto my coaching program, they have such a basic mistake that they didn't know they were making. Like they're too quiet and the girls barely notice them. They don't hold strong enough eye contact. It's things that you wouldn't think that you're doing, but you have no way to know because you don't see yourself from third person. You don't have a coach guiding you through the process. And when you do, it becomes very obvious how to quickly fix those mistakes and radically improve your results. So click the link below to learn more about my in-person coaching.